Welcome everybody to episode 6 of the ArenaLabs Guild Wars 2 PvP podcast. I am your host Sneakers. I am joined by my two fellow co-hosts, Tiaroth and Crayola. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi, Sneaks.
We are joined by a celebrity today. We've got a celeb on the show. Owner and creator of the Welcome to PvP Discord, Trichon. Welcome, buddy.
Welcome, Trichon.
Thanks for having me.
No worries.
Really lucky for having you.
I know, yeah, you'd be a celebrity amongst the PvP community. A lot of people know you, dude.
Yeah, well.
You're the creator.
Hey, it doesn't like compliments.
Yeah, I know. But we're going to give you them anyway. As I said, you are the creator of the Guild Wars 2 PvP Discord. Pretty much the center of all kind of the PvP community at the moment. We're going to quiz you on the story of that, but I want to kind of break the ice a little bit. I've got a would you rather, a Guild Wars related would you rather for you guys for a bit of a laugh.
No.
Okay? I'm going to see which one you pick. Okay. Would you rather for your entire game sessions only play against Bunker Condi spam? Every game you go into, that's what you're coming up against. Or...
No, the other.
Or all your teammates are always bronze.
Oh, well, fuck you. Why do you come up with stuff like this?
Teammates always bronze. Teammates always bronze.
So even if you were playing like high level games, but it was Bunker Condi, you would pick
Bronze. 100%. Yes.
You're that much against the
No,
Condi
thank you,
spam.
Condi. No. Yeah.
I don't know either. What about you, Trigon? What would you take?
To be honest, I think I would go with the Bunker Condi one.
I'm kind of inclined to do that as well, because then you could just tailor
Yeah,
a
me
build to
too.
beat it. Because dude, I can't. I think potato teammates set me off the most.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Like in the end of the day, it's still a team game, right? And
Yeah.
I can deal with like good players. I can coordinate and try and beat it. But dude, if there's like, you could come up against like the worst team comp. If you've got a team full of like bronze players who don't know what they're doing, it doesn't matter what's happening. Like the other team could be whatever, Crayola. That's what I'm saying. The other team could be whatever. It could be plat or legendary players, but you've got the team of
Bronze players.
Is that what you're going for?
Well. If we're taking Guild Wars 2 rating into account, I think a lot of so-called legendary players are rated bronze because they don't care about rating and they've decayed.
So you're gonna get absolutely slapped by the other team then as well.
No, I'm gonna have
you're gonna get
bronze
carried.
legends on my team, and I'm not gonna face Bunker Condis.
Okay. I don't know. Well, it's 3v1 there. I'm taking the Bunker Condis every day. I would not.
I'm taking the 3v1.
That's
You're
kind
taking...
of smart though, Crawler. Not gonna lie, bro.
That's quite funny. But yeah, back onto the topic because I quite like that. It's busted. But Trigon, as we said, you are the creator of the Welcome to PvP Discord. For those who don't know what that is, can you explain a little bit of what it is? Because what is the Welcome to Discord?
Yeah, the Welcome to Discord is basically like, you can imagine it like a search machine. If you have any questions about PvP or do you need help with certain things, if you have a question about PvP in general, this is supposed to be the go-to point for you. Like, you get answers there, basically. And maybe even some nice fellows you can play PvP with in the end, yeah.
Yeah, it is a great sort of central place for all things PvP. I know I think I know TRF I met out in the wild of Heart of the Mists. I think I got Mike on our team from the PvP Discord. I've had a few people from there just from posting going, oh, I'm looking for a team, anyone in EU? And then people reply because quite a few people want to be on a team.
That's actually pretty cool to hear because like this is what I never hear from people, right? Like I only see posts and usually it's just a request from people like asking for a team or asking for an AT. But in the end, I don't really know if people actually connect each other in the end and if there's someone answering to those requests.
Yeah, I've had other people reach out, but we've got our 5-man team now, so I have to kind of tell them you will be a sub. And they're like, nah, I'm good. But yeah, that's where we found. I'm pretty sure I found Mike there. I'll have to question him, but I know I put out messages and I've had replies from it, so it is a great tool for finding people to play with.
That's very cool to hear.
One thing I'm going to ask is, how did it all start? How did the Welcome to PvP Discord start? 'Cause it didn't just appear. Well, it did, but it was obviously made over time. How did it all begin? Tell us the story.
Yeah, well, actually, I mean, I think it kind of started when back in the day when the scene was a bit more active and like Pro League was going on, I think, and some tournaments also, Unity tournaments. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it. There's also like an in-houses that was called Black Suits in-house.
Was that
And-
2016?
Oh, I'm very, very bad with years, but it might have been, yeah.
And I know of it.
Yeah, so basically, I sometimes I played there also, like just casually when I got lucky, and I was really stoked with the idea to just have in-houses, get people together playing in general, and after that died out, I started to host my own in-houses. It's a long time ago. I think it's around 2 years now. And it's kind of created for me the idea to, in general, like do more with the community. And since I always was about like good quality games, and there's nothing really supplying that besides like an AT or like an in-house in that case. So I kind of wanted to teach player how to get better in general. And yeah, that's like the idea in general got kind of created within like some people that talked about it in the in-house first. Like that was just a rough plan in the first place. And then one day I just sat down and said, okay, I'm gonna create this now. I got the contacts. Like some players that were in these in-houses would say that they were volunteer to be a coach, for example. And yeah, it basically it was just an instant moment where I thought like, okay, I'm gonna do this now, and I set it up, and it turned out to be good. I met the first Reddit post, I think, which got like it got enough upvotes to be like on the top, and like got like 20,000 views, I think, or something. And with that, I got like the first member flow in, and from that on, it continued to actually grow over time.
That's pretty.
That's
pretty
nice, bro.
cool.
That's nice.
Yeah, just saying you want to help the community, because as you said, the I've seen a few posts on like the forums and things saying, why is the player quality so low? And it is true. I think the game does a bad job of teaching people how to play PvP. And as you said, you want good games. We've said that everybody wants a good game. They don't mind losing when it's a couple of points in it. But no one likes getting absolutely slapped around the arena. And educating people, as you said, is the key. So you set up coaches, as you mentioned.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Yeah, I think that was in general like the key point of the Discord, definitely. Like if you look a lot of ranked players, the most of them, they're not they don't choose to play bad, right? And like the goal of the Discord is actually like to supply them information so they can play better. I mean, I'm included, right? Like I kind of learn from day to day. We're all in a learning process in the end. So
Yes.
couldn't agree more. Right, we all make mistakes, and just having someone who is better, just going, "Oh, you did that wrong," and it's like that little light bulb moment. I've been leaning on Ilithx, one of your like the thief coaches, quite often. He helps our team so much, always in like hosting.
To be honest, he's helping with everything
Yeah,
right now.
he is.
A lot. He's actually casting the games, not really specifically commentating on them really well.
Yeah, and he's doing fantastic job. So shout out to Ilithx. But yeah, those coaches that you've got, we had Feifei on as well, who's a Mesmer coach. Helped me a little bit with Mesmer. And it's things that they can bring up that they don't even think you don't even think about. I know one of the key points for me was on Thief when he said your job as a thief is to allow like other people to forget about their role, like relieve them from their role. So it's like you +1 you're the side noder so they can come and join the team fight almost. And that was just like a light bulb moment. I was like, oh, now I can play better. And it works. Just all from the help of one of your coaches. So it's the little things like that you can do. What other...
I think...
Oh, go ahead, Gorilla.
I think there's a difference in that respect. This is why this Discord is such a good thing for the community. As like there's a big let's say there's some room between asking a question, and actually determining the answer for yourself while just watching. A difference between watching somebody play Thief and actually getting what he's doing, and somebody just telling you that simple fact.
Yeah. The other thing I'm going to mention that I like about the PvP Discord is you've got specific channels for specific professions, and quite often people will have like notifications on for that one, and they'll answer questions for that, and you'll just get not a bombardment, but so much info. If you ask about a build, like I need a Dragon Hunter build. Oh my god, I got about like 15 different builds or something stupid as people were going, use this. I was like, oh damn, I didn't realize there was this sort of variations in meme. Some of them are meme builds, some of them kind of give you advice, and it's like a healthy discussion for your specific class, which I really like, that you can get in the Discord.
Yeah, but that's also kind of dangerous, right? And this is where this is actually where the coach system kind of kicks in, and I hope actually people realize that I mean, the opinion of the players that are non-coaches or like don't have like a colored name is definitely to consider. But like if you like, the Discord is also about like a safe source, right? Like you're supposed to have a safe source of information. And like I'm not saying all the coaches are like all worthy and stuff like this, but like I consider them as enough experienced, so they can give you that kind of safe information you want on a build or on a class or anything else.
Yeah, sometimes it's the same in any community. Everyone's got an opinion. Everybody likes to tell it. I remember I posted something about Thief. I was like, I think it's balanced. Just backstab OP, Heartseeker OP. I was like, oh, wish I didn't do that. But yeah, there's a lot of healthy discussions in there, which I think is real nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to compare it because we kind of got you on to talk about the community in general, to be honest, and whatever you want to talk about. Because there's other options out there to get involved in the PvP community, but I don't think they're very good, i.e. ArenaNet's official forums or Reddit. I think they're a pretty shitty way of someone going, oh, I'm trying to get into PvP. How can I help? How can I get involved in it? And there's just nothing substantial. I don't know if you agree with that or...
Yeah. Definitely. Like there are not much initiatives to actually connect with player.
So from kind of a community standpoint, we're a small population, as we know, the PvP. Yeah. I don't know if you've got any sort of projects or anything else. Where do you think ArenaNet are kind of going wrong with the community? Or is it interacting? Is it the sort of entry level? What do you reckon?
I generally think PvP is not necessarily the easiest way to, I mean, get with other people together, because, like, if you look, for example, at World vs. World, like just to compare it with like maybe general PvP queues or something, you go into World vs. World and you have a commander and you can constantly play with other people, and if you enjoy the game mode, you're kind of looking for a guild, and after that you start maybe to GVG and get better and stuff like this, and there's always a constant member flow of people actually joining new guilds. Like existing guilds always have a constant member flow, and PvP in general has kind of an issue that there are first not many guilds, like we already said, and like maybe not that many teams, but it's all like the the most everything is based on like friends list or stuff like that, and and you also only play with 5 people on a team. So most likely nobody gets like benched or subbed or something like this. So it's hard to connect if you connect if you don't know anybody.
Yeah, I think I'd say it took. Well, Krill has been playing from the start, and he's been looking for a solid team, and now he's only just found one in 2020.
I mean, I could find it a lot earlier, but
Nah, you couldn't have. Krill. Nah, definitely.
I'm relatively a new player. When I first started the game, I very much like the PvP, but I was having hard time to find people to play with. And when I checked the forums and such, I didn't encounter good resource probably. Like I checked the Shouting Out Sneaks ArenaNets forum or something. I couldn't find someone to play with, but then I started to make friends in the game. So I eventually find this fine gentleman.
Yeah, I think I found you just randomly in Heart of the Mist when I was posting.
Yeah, you were spamming from the web chat.
Yeah.
By the way, at that moment, I was actively looking for a team, Snakes.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of a nice.
It was fate.
Yep.
though I think the game itself isn't really made to incentivize the teaming up so much. Like especially, okay, let's say in the beginning there was more incentive because there was ESL going on and whatnot. The ArenaNet was putting up events, right? Now there's nothing like this going on except the ATs, which is an automated tournament. Right?
Dude, yeah,
But I think a
even
big
then
problem.
it's bugged.
Yeah, but a big problem with game to game itself, even if you're just solo queuing, I see a big problem with not being able to view my teammates' builds. Let's say, why not? Why can't I click on my teammate and see his build? He's not going to tell me. Most of the people aren't going to tell me, even if I ask, unless I get good players that tell me.
Yeah, I can guess why, because it will probably create more bad than good in terms of random.
I think that's
random created teams.
When you
there's a lot of. I think that's a really bad excuse because there's a lot of bad going on without any fixing it.
Yeah. I think when you tailor, because it's no secret, Guild Wars 2 is designed with the casual gamer in mind. If you tailor things to reduce toxicity, like go, I can't see the builds, the stats have been changed, so like post-game stats, it ruins the people who genuinely, like, say more the hardcore players, if you know what I mean. Like people, especially PvP, it ruins the experience from a competitive aspect. And as you guys have covered, there's no emphasis on team play. You've got solo duo queue. It's all 2v2, 3. You can queue as by yourself, which is fair enough, but there's no emphasis on find a team. This is the pinnacle, if you know what I mean. Like monthly, it's not the pinnacle.
Not anymore, yeah.
Yeah, something I would like to see, now this is me just on my little wish list, is I would like to see only guild teams in the monthly. So you can't find 5 pugs. I don't care if you've got the qualifying points. You've got to be in a team. Whether that's 3 people and that guild's got to be at least a week old. Because then it seems okay, that's the pinnacle. I've got to find a team, 5 people to get together and compete in the monthly tournament. Just because then there's a level of prestige. Instead of just going down and seeing the default names, you'll be like, oh shit, there's rank 55, Team Degeneracy. Yeah, boys, that's us. You've got all these actual teams. Instead of just like your random team names, you've got guild teams or guild like team names. And you go, oh damn, that's them. Instead of just thinking, it's I can't even think of any of those crappy names you've got now. It's just Average Joe and these Pug Brigade, because they've done a couple of ATs at 2 a.m. when no one's on and got a couple of wins, and now they're farming it for gold. There's no prestige, so it doesn't incentivize team play.
Yeah, but if you also think about it, I mean, like the other side of supporting people getting together in PvP is obviously not good, but we also should always have an eye on the community itself. I think our community can improve a lot more than it is right now in general. Like people getting more together or like taking initiative in their own hands.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
This is what we share right now.
I think what we're gonna have to maybe start doing, just from an aspect, maybe from the in-houses. I don't know if we would post it in map chat every now and then, just to get it out there, or even the Welcome to PvP Discord, because I bet there's quite a few players in Heart of the Mists who didn't have a clue. We were doing some in-houses last night. A guy from Blam stream, and he came in, and he didn't know about the Welcome to PvP Discord. He didn't know about our Discord. He doesn't really know about, and I've kind of referred him onto like your Discord, Trichon, and I like got him to listen to the podcast. He was like completely unaware that any of this sort of stuff exists.
Yeah, it's everything starts like this.
This speaks volumes again. Like this is why this, like we're doing the work. We're banding the players together. Players, this is good, but we need to really band together. Like.
Yeah. I think Cruella put it as the funniest way, because I remember him telling me ranked is a shit show. ArenaNet, as like we know, it's not a priority. PvP. Cruella was like, if we could just do more in-houses than ranked, it would be a big fuck you. Which would be quite a funny thing. Imagine that, like, in
you know what?
journalist.
It's been coming to fruition, by the way, for the past week. Every single evening, people asked for the games, and we got them every evening. Yeah.
So you're getting a higher tier quality of game. Even if you're not an experienced player, get involved and go and just let people know. Listen, I'm not very experienced. Can I get some tips? And I guarantee people will be like, yeah, sure. And you'll get top players watching you spectate, and then after the game they'll be like, you did this wrong. You did this.
And not only that, you're in the Discord. You must be in the Discord, and we separate the teams. So you go from the main chat where everybody's at. Each game you go to the respective team you're in, communicate with your team. Yeah, so after that, we all return to the same chat and talk about it.
Yeah, so you learn about you learn not only of like just from being silent, you're with a team environment, so you learn in proper rotations, because you get like some decent players calling out when, can you go here? We need someone there. And it's just it changes your experience from solo queue to kind of opens people's eyes up, which I like.
Yeah, definitely. I also think, like, I joined the last 2 times. You actually randomly did it. You have a set time usually, I think. And it's honestly like, I think the in-houses give you value that you actually can't learn in ranked in general, or like not even ATs, because like voice chat has such a big factor in team play, and it has so much potential, and also like playing in a team in general, and it enables like players also. I mean, I would be happy if voice chat would be even in rank, but I know some people aren't. But I think the idea is actually like pretty good. Obviously you can mute people and stuff like, but this would enable so much, like even for the community, and maybe even get people together in the end.
Completely.
Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah.
So welcome to PvP server. Join that, and when you feel ready to compete, join the in-house leagues.
Definitely. I'm just gonna think about the state of conversation, like almost the mindset is, because the community can sometimes be a hive mind, if you know what I mean. You would have experienced this definitely by looking at some of like the discussions in your Discord, because say if there's a broken class or a class that is overperforming, I'm not gonna name any names. Hollow, sorry guys. Hollow Smith. Hollow Smith. But there's certain classes, and it can create quite a negative discussion. It can be the same on the ArenaNet's PvP forums as well. Although I do see it in other Discords when they're talking about things, and it creates almost like a toxic. It's like that class is taboo. Let's just not talk about it. Is there anything like we as a community can do to kind of have a better discussion? That do you think?
Yes. Provoke more discussion.
Yeah, rather than like, just Go ahead, Trevor.
My experience is general, like with discussions about classes and nerfs and buffs, is like it's honestly it's kind of comparable even to like for example a political discussion. Like like it really is, because I see everyone playing the game in a different state, or like with a different class and stuff, right? Like everyone plays this game from
A different point of
different.
view.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for example, me as a Revenant, I have, for example, issues against like classes that have heavy CC or like Condy Spike. For example, Burn Guard is very annoying to play against, and I think it's not a fun mechanic, and I don't want it to to actually be viable at all. But like someone else might think, okay, like against guards, I can play pretty well, but like those solos, man, like they're horrible. And yeah, I mean,
That's such a good point you just made. It's
Everybody
like
loves the
somebody's
class.
somebody like the people that are complaining the most about one specific class, you can probably, if you know what's going on in the game, you can probably pinpoint what they're playing, right?
yeah, and what I strongly advise like everyone is, I mean, all those opinions as a whole are probably very, very worthy, right? And I know we have devs, for example, CMC, that is generally like open or opinions about the balance currently. And it's very important that these opinions get collected together in a constructive way, like maybe a form or something, and that like Arena adheres those concerns about certain classes, and then they can decide for themselves what is good and what is bad. I mean, they can also see that through statistics and stuff like that, but like blaming someone else for his opinion is probably not the most smart way.
Yeah, it's creating a healthy discussion about things instead of going, this is broken, nerf this, and anyone who goes says anything different is an asshole. That's just creating a toxic. People basically need to step back and go look at it from an objective, going, okay, this guy plays Necromancer. He's probably like having a great time dropping 6k Lich auto attacks, which I think is perfectly fine for those out there. I'm not against the Lich because there's a absolutely ridiculous amount of counters. Flame me if you will.
What's who's gonna flame that?
Oh, probably the ArenaNet forums, if they ever listen to this podcast.
That Lich is overpowered.
Yeah, Lich is overpowered, but
God.
I can think of 100 different quite a few different counters for it, but people still complain about it.
Lich is not overpowered.
Yeah,
What's overpowered right now is the fact that Ellie can res down using Mistform.
Yes, which developers aren't even aware of, apparently.
No, they said they are, but it's been a while, I guess.
It's been a while.
Yeah, but I think that just comes down to the person behind the screen. If people are gonna flame, they're gonna flame. But those who are wanting to take an active part in the PvP community, create a healthy discussion. Go, why is it broken? Or why is it overperforming? If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to think of ways of creating healthier discussions and improving the PvP community as a whole. We've got obviously those who stream, those who make YouTube videos. We've got the Discords.
Oh, by the way,
Go ahead.
Jazz X Man, you can check that out. Guild Wars 2, of course. PvP and Worldly World, you can check him out. Her out. He commented on one of the videos, and I checked out the channel. He's shouting out in his description all of the other YouTube makers, content makers, that also do PvP.
That's a great idea.
Holtz and people. I'm just shouting out. This is and I wasn't able to find his in-game name yet, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, just players reaching out and doing this. It's evident at this point. It's been years.
I think it is down to the players to make the community a good place, make the game what we want.
Yeah.
Because
Shoutouts to the pros. How's it streaming again?
Yeah, you've got. I'm really enjoying Helsif and Syndra's streams because I love hearing them break down on what they're doing, why they're doing it, why they're choosing to fight this point. They explain what skills they use, and it's just a nice breakdown. And you watch it, and you go, okay, that makes sense. But go ahead.
I think generally, like, everyone needs to think about that. Like, if you actually feel like something is missing in the community, what you like to be part of, then just create it. I mean, like, for example, I had someone in no, I myself had the idea that there's actually less PvP guilds in PvP right now. And I wrote in the general chat of my Discord that someone should create a guild, a PvP guild. And some of the Discord members did it, and now they are, I think, like almost 60 members heavy and do ATs every day and stuff like that. And like there's so much to catch up for us as a PvP community, and if you think of something, then just do it. Like, there can't be something bad happening. Like, it's the same I did with the Discord in the end, and I'm just doing my part for the community. Like, every coach is on this Discord, and like every other player trying to help out also. Like, if you like something, just do it yourself also.
Yeah.
And like, this is going to lead to a lot of good things for the PvP community in general. Like, if more players stay, we have a healthier community. We have healthier rank games. We have healthier ITs. We have a healthier competitive scene. I mean, there's also like ArenaNet in the way, kinda, and if they fuck up with balancing again, a lot of people are gonna be mad and leave again or something. But like, just do it yourself, and I'm sure it will work out.
Well, it's working out. I can personally vouch for this. I had one conversation with Andre, a really good player, and we've started these whole in-house leagues and the PvP podcast because of that one conversation. And that was the moment that I decided, yeah, I'm gonna do it myself. So this is working out. This is why we're having this conversation as well now, probably. So like, heed the words. Do whatever you want to do, like whatever you want to see be done. Do it yourself.
Yeah, definitely. If you're a content creator, get it done what you want to see, and maybe just shout out other people, spread the word, pass the love on to everybody else. So if you're a high end streamer and you got a lot of fingers in many pies, spread the love. Give shout outs to other people, raid the channels, stuff like that. I know a lot of people do that. If you're a YouTuber, maybe do some shout outs on other videos, what other communities. Get the community talking and get the hype train running. That's what we need. We need a big hype train. Like when Teapot did the motor, dude. Oh man, there was some serious hype among the community.
Yeah,
great.
like people scrimped again, and they're even still until now just because of that tournament.
Yeah.
But like I kind of want to use this platform also now. So to say if anyone has like an idea he wants to proceed, and he needs actually like a lot of people for it, or generally people to start with, you can always come to me, and I do everything that supports the community in general. Like, I shouted out before a lot of people like trying to create stuff for the community, and I will do for you too if you haven't like well thought out the idea. And we're gonna make it work. Like,
well, we can vouch for that firsthand.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I messaged you, dude, and was like, "We got a PvP podcast. Can we get it somehow posted on the Welcome to PvP Discord?" It was just like, wasn't even questioned. Just like, yep. No worries. You got it, buddy. Which I really appreciate. Like, we all do, I think.
But guys, I think intentions matters too. I guess, like when I first started PvP, I was witnessing a lot of toxicity. But after a while, since we started this podcast and when I joined the team and such, I met a lot of fucking helpful and well-intended people as well. So maybe it's also about what your intentions are as well.
Yeah.
Maybe I was toxic inside and meeting those people,
I think if you go in with a healthy attitude and you PMA, you're more likely to meet other people who have a similar mindset. It's nice to be nice, if you know what I mean. But once you kind of find that community, this whole community, if you go solo queue, I found solo queue can be fairly toxic because it's 1v9 and it just makes your blood boil. And your team hates you, you hate your team, you hate the enemy, they're all plebs, we're all plebs, you're a pleb. But as soon as you get in like a Discord and you start talking to a bunch of friends to make a queue with, chances are, especially like you've got the coaches and people to talk to. There's people. The community is active. People do care about PvP as much as it is a meme of dead game. People are out there. You've just got to kind of go looking a little bit. But we want to try and make that search a bit easier.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
I think that's a good point to kind of end it on there.
Okay.
But as we all know, Crayola is going to be fighting with bronze players for now, and we're all fighting with
Yes, you
Condi
seem
Bunkers. Yeah,
my team.
yeah, I'll be me on your
Bronze
team.
all the way.
Yeah, I'll take bronze. I'll decay to bronze. I'm down. But but yeah, I still can't believe you took that. Would you rather? That's crazy talk. But Trichon, thank you so
Well,
much.
why do you think you're on my team?
Rude. But Trichon, thank you so much for coming onto the podcast today.
Yeah, I
Yes.
really enjoyed it. It was a cool experience.
So
Thank you for having me.
For those who might want to get involved in the Welcome to PvP Discord, how can they maybe reach you in game to get involved? Or you can probably reach out to any top tier players and just mention it in chat. Anyone got the Welcome to PvP Discord? If anybody wants to message me, you can reach me on Broady, so BROADY.2358 in game, and I'll give you the link to the Discord.
Yeah, you can also message me Tiger7056 with Y.
So yeah, we'll give you all the info to get you involved. But no, I think that's a good thing. But
yeah.
Go ahead, dude.
If someone wants actually the invite link, you can also go to Wiki and just generally like write Discord, and it's gonna like an invite link is gonna be there for the Welcome to PvP Discord.
Oh, cool! I did not know that.
Yeah, I added it to Wiki like some months ago.
Awesome. Well, once again, thank you for coming on, and we will see you all next week. Thanks for those who listened to the whole thing.
Yeah, thanks for this. Nice to meet you, Trichon.
Later.
Thank you.